Hey guys, Brett here, and in this video I want to talk about where you can get ideas for different types of products to create. Now this seems to be one of the sticking points with people who are interested in getting into product creation. They're not real sure what to create. They don't have an idea or they don't know where to get ideas from. Fortunately, it's extremely easy to get ideas, and in fact we can actually use Jvzoo. So this is one way to get ideas, and let me show you how it works. So I'm going to log into my Jvzoo account. I'm going to go to affiliates, and I'm going to go to find products. Now this is going to bring up a list of products that have been created and sold on Jvzoo. And you can see right now there are 32,999 of them. And initially by default, Jvzoo is going to list the products in order by the number that are sold. Now I want you to see something here that's really important. You can see the top product that has ever been created and sold was VideoMaker FX, and that one sold 24,000 front-end units. After that, the very next one, the second product, is Easy Sketch Pro, that sold 12,500. Following that, the third is Backup Beast, which sold 8,000. Covert Store Builder, 7,500. And we see that as we go down, very quickly, that number sold actually drops off. When we get to the fifth or sixth product, we see it only has sold 5,000. Once we get off the very first page of products, and there are thousands of them, so we get to off the very first page, and right at the second page, we're already down to 3,500 being sold. Once we get to the third page, we're down to around 1,500 being sold of each product. Now, these are successful products. They've sold, tens of thousands of dollars, hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of copies. However, it's not a lot of copies. It's 1,500, 2,000, 3,000. The simple fact is that anybody who sells over 5,000 copies of an IM product via Jvzoo, they're the extreme exception. Most successful launches only sell between 1,000 and 2,500 copies. Now, why is this important? Well, it's important because we know that there are at least 24,000 people who will buy IM products. We know that because the top product ever sold was 24,000. In fact, we actually know that there's a lot more than that. There's a lot more than 24,000 people buying IM products. There's probably 100 or 200,000 people who are regularly buying IM products. Well, if a product has only sold 1,500 copies, what does that mean? That means it hasn't penetrated the market very deeply. This means it's a good idea for you to create a product that's similar to it. Now, I'm not saying just copy it and put your own name on it. I'm saying create a similar product that solves the same problem. Maybe add your own little twist, your own extra couple of features to it, and then market again. And the reason being is because that first product made money, but didn't penetrate the market very deeply. It only sold 1,000 copies. Now I want to be clear. Selling a product and selling 1,000 copies of a product isn't anything to sneeze at. If you're selling a $27 product, you sell 1,000 copies of it, that's $27,000 worth of income, and also 1,000 buyers that you can now add to your list to buy your future products. However, as I said, it does mean that it wasn't a huge penetration into the market. There's still a lot of room for a competing product. Now, a lot of people seem to think that creating a product that does the same thing as another product is kind of like cheap, or it's something you shouldn't do. Well, nothing could be further from the truth. I mean, think about it. There's more than one type of car dealer. There's more than one hamburger joint. There's more than one pizza restaurant. There's more than one photo editor. There's more than one operating system. There's more than one computer type to buy, more than one of everything. The simple fact is that any one product is not going to penetrate the market and get all the customers. So what you should do is go to Jvzoo and find a product that sold well, 1,000 to 2,000 copies, and the vast majority of successful products sell in that range. And then look into creating your own version possibly with a couple of updates, possibly with a new twist that you can then market, since that product has been proven to generate income and did not penetrate the market extremely well. There is still plenty of potential buyers out there to buy your version. Now, I want to indicate a couple of things, and I want to point out a couple of things when you're trying to select a product. The first thing I want to point out is that you shouldn't just go by the number of copies sold. Now, let me explain what I mean here. You can actually see this one here, Covert Copy Traffic by I Am Wealth Builders. This sold 2,000 copies, which again is generated a lot of money, well over $20,000. But you can see actually right here, it only had a 6.02% conversion rate. Now that means that only 6 people out of every 100 that got sent to the sales page actually bought it. This is actually pretty low for an affiliate product. So I wouldn't clone that product because the conversion rate was pretty low. The only reason it sold 2,000 copies is just because there were so many clicks sent to it by the affiliates. I mean, any product can sell a lot of copies if you send enough traffic to it. But you're not wanting to do that. You want to actually go for the products that are going to convert well as too. You can actually see right here. Here's a good one, CPA Quick Strike. That sold to 2,000 copies. Again, lots of people left to buy a similar competing product, but it had a conversion rate of 15.94%. That's pretty good. It's 3 times as good almost as the other one. So that may be a product that you want to look into cloning. Here's actually another really good one that I found. It launched 5/28/2013, so it's been over a year since it launched. It sold 1,500 copies at $8 a piece, so it generated a decent amount of income. It also had a 19.76% conversion rate. That means it didn't just sell those 1,500 copies because affiliates sent it a ton of traffic. It sold those 1,500 copies because the people that ended up on the sales page liked what they saw and were interested in the product. You can also see that the OTO upsell converted at 31%, even though it was a $20 upsell. That's great. It means just the upsell alone generated somewhere around $60,000. Very good, and you can even see the refund rates were quite low, 2.62 and 3.13. Under 5% is a low refund rate, which is good. This is a product that I would look into creating my own version of. Okay, so to finish up this video, I just want to recap the criteria that we're looking for and how we're going to get it. Again, what we're going to do is we're going to go to Jvzoo. We are going to look under the Find Products to Promote section so we can see the products and their stats as an affiliate. We are going to look for a product that sold between 1,000 and 2,500 copies, a product that had a refund rate of under 5%, a product that was launched at least 1 year ago, and a product that had a conversion of over 15%. One last thing that I want to mention is that we should look for a software product. You see, there's 2 types. There's going to be software, there's going to be training. Just getting started, you shouldn't be launching training products. You should be launching software products, and the reason being is that you can hire a developer to create your software product for you, whereas if you don't have the knowledge to be training, you shouldn't just be making stuff up or trying to sell theory. So look for software products. That way you can outsource to a developer, and there's nothing immoral about that as long as the software that you get created does what you say it's going to do. I mean, the engineer that designed my table saw doesn't necessarily have to be a professional carpenter either. So if you're going to create a product, it should generally be a software product to start off with.